welcome back to New York, the 1.17 world that I'm currently going through and doing some updates and changes to. So with the creative powers of Minecraft, I'm going to go ahead and be revamping and kind of trying to complete a lot of these projects. So the last video you saw was a tour of just the previous world before anything was done to it. And you will see that I have done some changes to some of the builds. So we're going to kind of just start over here. One of my goals with re-upping this and kind of going through all of this is I want to make sure every building I'm putting into it has like a purpose. So I'm trying to theme them around things. So whether I'm changing a build or re-theming it or trying to focus around more of the farming or the Minecraft elements in the game, you'll see here. So like over here, I'm starting to work on, or I have built up, and it's a lot easier with creative mode. Makes it go a lot by faster. Because this is only a couple days of work so far, like 2 or 3 days. I'm working on doing like, I'm probably gonna put like a nether wart farm in here, or whether it's gonna be like maybe a little bit of nether wart and doing like all the other like the wood types and the nylium and all that, all those elements, doing some form of farm in here, and then, or sorry, crimson in here and then warped in here. You can see there's some mobs in there, and then either doing some dripstone farms or a brown mushroom farm in this one. Can have like some brown mushroom cows if I go with that option. But I'm just trying to build and fill in some of the different spaces here. Like you can see, I've added a giant honey sign. My goal with this is I'm going to actually go in, like maybe do a little interior work since it's very clear to see what's inside, and put in a bunch of beehives and like some grass areas where the bees can operate, where that tower is kind of focused on what's going on with there. So that's what one of my goals is, to kind of make everything focused around either a farm or like a Minecraft element, whether it's a mob. You can see in the distance, did like a hoglin design, and that will be kind of like, it was originally Pork's plot to build, and so I figured, keep with the theme and make Pork Corp evil nether incorporation of some sort there. You can also see I've updated the tower here. That was the housing the melon and pumpkin farms, and I've done that to focus around melons and pumpkins. So, like I said, we're going to go from right to left here. I kind of put a cutoff line, and this is just some basic frameworks that I'm working on. Again, focusing on some nether, dripstone, then the honey farm here. Again, I still want to go back through and take that cactus farm and turn it into something. Maybe it would be a mezcal or tequila shop, and just kind of frame it that way, since that's what cactus is used for. We didn't do any updates here. That's the wool farm. This was just a general storage. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that just yet. Villagers. I put in this building that I'm going to probably put like a store of copper in, or access to the copper farm down below through that one. I did a little bit of revamping on heights and added another layer to kind of fit in with kind of like a staggered skyline going this way, and added a little bit of signage there for iron. Left the interior mostly untouched. Just did a work on the outside, made sure it still works, functions. You can see up here the gunpowder farm. Got a new sign. I got to do something on the back and front side, and I also finished the top so it's not spawnable. That's one of my goals, to try and keep as many mobs out of these as possible. As I mentioned earlier, this is now the melon pumpkin farm corporation. Readjusted the framework and changed up the color scheme from the Pride Tower to the melon pumpkin. Did a little of custom artwork there on both sides, so one side being melons and one side being pumpkins. Haven't decided what I'm going to do with this building here just yet. I had that kind of built up, but a little bit of signage, so I'm going to come up with something that fits the theme in regards to that. So whether it's going to be a farm of some sort, or is it going to focus on around a mob, I could do blazes with the color scheme, and have some form of brewing in here. Here I haven't decided which of the, maybe this would be the flower farm in regards to like the 2 high, and set up with that in here, or it can design it around creepers, even though I have the gunpowder farm over there. That was Alita's. And like I said, over here I've started the framework. Definitely like the copy and paste tools that are in traditional Minecraft creative mode. That do help. I did a little bit of artwork up here to kind of help fill that in. And a lot of just cleanup stuff that I would have been kind of working on. So like down here, I had finished the walls that Brown was working on. I liked the design, so I just kept continuing it across, and I just got to keep going through there. I'm gonna turn this possibly into like a turtle sanctuary area and trying to conserve some of the stuff that was here um, as well, and keep the turtle statues as they are as decoration. The Shelmet vehicle here. Haven't decided what this is going to be, but maybe like a squid element to it since it's so close to the water, or maybe an aquarium. But yeah, so I'm kind of like just laying out the basic structures where I want things. I want it to kind of stagger up towards the middle here. So I know the sand transportation department. I don't imagine changing anything with this one since it was kind of the mail room and has a lot of stuff inside. Uh, and it's actually one of the taller ones in the middle. So I'm going to kind of keep that as kind of like my framework and have everything kind of scale up to this space in here. So I need to do some advertising here. This was originally a storage building, so I might keep it that, um, just in general for things. But yeah, so and the last kind of update I've done, because most stuff I've done on this side, is I've been starting to do some custom trees in here. So a lot of this is trying to just kind of fill in that space and make it more like a park. So you can tell from the last view, this is a little bit more filled in. I'm going to continue to add a couple different custom trees. I probably should put them off to the side so I can kind of reference them. And I'm kind of trying to get rid of as many torches as possible. I want to have as much hidden lighting throughout this. So that way you don't see all the torch spams across the map, which we originally had. This is obviously before the lighting updates have happened. So that is one of the things I want to try and do is hide as much lighting as possible. So I might hide it in the roads with some black carpet in that. I need to do some more work here. So I know there's some things I want to try and save, like there's a book here and things that I want to try and put inside into this town hall, which we didn't go inside earlier. Let's go inside real quick. Got a little bit of a decoration inside. Again, this was all done prior. I believe this is conference room. Okay, very nice. This is probably conference room A. I'd be slightly upset if it was conference C. But yeah, so we might come back and do the interiors. I'm more focused on the exteriors and just the overall look from the outside of the builds. But yeah, I'm going to continue to work on the park here, as well as these different skyscrapers on the front and side. Again, I want to kind of fit in and finish up the first half here. So this space on the right, I want to try and move these turtles into the Shelmet um, building. So then we can kind of add some more, what's the word I'm looking for? Agriculture, not agriculture, but like add more landscaping to the front end here. And then I do want to put like a parking garage somewhere like right about here. So I'm going to try and not go into the Shire space. I want to keep that as it is and leave that as it was. But that's why I kind of marked this off so I can know exactly how far I can go. But if you have a suggestion for a update, build, different thing that we could add to this space, I am all ears. If you have any artwork that you would think would fit well with the design of this here, because you can see I'm doing a lot of sign work as well. So let me know, leave a comment, like and subscribe as I'm going to continue to make updates to this world just to give it a little more complete vibe. And once the 1.18 world gets released, I plan on doing the same thing with the Dwarven area. I want to finish that up and do a lot of work with that as well. So until then, I'm going to continue to work on this space here. And you can see me kind of just doing a little bit of fly through of all the different changes and updates to give this more of a lived in vibe. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.